Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to my build demonstration of my Necromancer Blade Vortex Max Block Life Ghost Reaver Mind Over Matter Cybil's Paw basically immortal Blade Vortex Switch. Um, you can probably or have already gotten all the information you're going to get from this guide from the forum post. But I'm just going to quickly go over my links and then show you a brief demonstration on a pretty easy map. I have vulnerability, so hopefully you'll see me take some damage from only a level 75 map, so it's not that high level. I'm level 88. This character just ripped in Piranha's Hardcore. Unfortunately, I was farming orchard maps because my build is basically immortal, and apparently you can get killed face tanking that boss if he crits you twice in a row and your mana and ES are down. And yeah, he has added elemental damage. It was quite unfortunate, but we'll let that go. Here are my links, armor setups, and then I'll show you. So first off, I'm running Blade Vortex. I bought a 2020 for like 20 chaos, coincidentally, on hardcore. It was already corrupted, so that's a good way to get the increased area of effect. So I'm running Blade Vortex, Spell Echo, increased duration, which affects poison in addition to Blade Vortex. Poison, increased AoE and control destruction. Swap out increased AoE for Conk effect if you want it against Idziri or other bosses. Even when I was farming Izaro in the lab to do some runs, I kept increased AoE. It didn't make it any difference. Oh, come on. Oh, this is getting real cluttered real fast. Okay, sorry about this. Okay, so now that they're taken care of, Cybil's Paw, 8 life gain for each enemy hit by your spells. If I have 50 stacks of Blade Vortex, that is 400 life per enemy hit per second. Per enemy, so if there are multiple enemies, you heal for more than that. Bone Offering heals me for 528 life on block. I have max block with Bone Offering, Roomies, max block. Even without Roomies, my block is 63, 66 because of the Stone of Lazlar. So you don't need to have this up all the time. You're still pretty well protected. Roomies is just that extra touch. I'm running 3 curses. You don't have to. You can. I was running 2 for a long time until I could afford this. This was 1 exalt only, which was quite a steal. So I'm running this 1 curse with Warlord's Mark on cast 1 damage taken Blade Vortex. You actually saw that cursing these witch spawns earlier. I'm running Vulnerability on a Tempest Shield because Tempest Shield is the... where is it? Oh, it's down here. Tempest Shield is the least reliable applier, and Vulnerability is the pretty optional curse. It doesn't need to curse them right away. If it curses them after, it still increases my damage by a lot because it increases the poison, and Blade Vortex is constantly hitting. So it works pretty well and is the lowest priority. Warlord's Mark is great because I have Ghost Reaver. It increases my energy shield and mana, whereas Cybil's Paw and Bone Offering keep my life up. I get to use Whirling Blaze to keep Fortify up, which I do all the time because my move speed is shit because I have no move speed on my boots. I'm running Enfeeble and Blasphemy, which is where this comes from. And then I had Clarity. You might need Clarity against Fizz Reflect maps, or before you either get the 0.5% Life Leech and Mana Leech on your boots, or Warlord's Mark. Those boot enchants are basically necessary. I recommend you get them as soon as possible. I should have gotten them. It might actually have saved my life because it would have replenished my mana better, but whatever. What can you do? Should have done it earlier. Only downside of this build, you need to find lots of dex on your gear. I'm using this ring for dex. I have dex crafted on here. And between those 2, it's enough. You also need strength to run increased duration and Warlord's Mark. So a nice strength roll on these boots. Other than that, I just I crafted this myself actually. It was a nice 3 chaos or 3 exalt 6 link with my crafting expenses. And then you want high ES on your shield, helm, and chest piece. And then health and res on your gloves and belt. I have a fair amount of chaos res because that's rather important to me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm self-casting a bone offering, just so you know. Some people find that extremely annoying and are worried they'll forget. But let me show you real quick how long bone offering lasts. Bone offering. So watch. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, casting, running from pack to pack, killing, boom, boom, killing, boom, boom, killing. Oh, it's still up. Wow, that was a long time. Do you think I've killed a pack yet? 2 packs? 3 packs? 4 packs? 5 packs? Oh, look, 5 packs I just killed in there. And I can cast Bone Offering again. I cast it every, like, 7 seconds. You might notice during this video I sometimes forget. That's because I re-rolled and I'm out of practice. But if you do it, you do it basically since you complete the normal Labyrinth. And you don't forget. It's quite easy. I'll do my best to stay on top of it. For Flasks, I'm running a Serious Promise because of the leech and insane damage you get. Roomies, obviously, for block and armor. I'm running this Silver Flask for just damage, and because there's not really a better Flask option that I am aware of. Aquamarine is a possibility. Since I don't have any evasion, Stim Knights aren't that great. Other than that, you don't have to run 2 instant Flasks. I choose 2, but you might choose to swap 1 out for whatever else you want. Mainly a Taste of Hate would be the better one here. Yeah, so without further ado, let's show it off against this map. Oh, well, I was right there. Okay. So you don't have to. Okay. Sandwiches. So cut some there. And a series increases your defense and your damage. Because your block chance increases your damage as little as possible. And there's obviously a huge defense modifier up to 25, mine are 24 because I am not rich. So I'll be generating endurance charges. Actually, good. So they're slightly resistant to my attacks. But I'm basically garbage. We'll see how we do against the boss. Oh, look. Accidentally found the boss. For a long time I was running Desecrate on Craft and Damage Taken, so that if you ever somehow didn't kill them but got hit and needed the Bone Offering up, you could do that. I was also running Immortal Call for a while, but I recently rearranged my thinks, and I didn't think it was worth it, because it consumed the endurance charges that I would get. And at the time it took me a while to build up endurance charges. So here's the boss. Let's see how we do. You can see me taking damage because of my mana, and because I'm casting. But I'm not taking any damage because leech. And so stuff almost never even breaks through your energy shield. And energy shield is 1/3 of your effective health. And your life gain on hit is actually more effective. Life gain on hit and life gain on block is more effective than your energy shield. Lasts quite a while. Like, you don't need to wait for mobs to die before you move on, because the poison lasts forever. The base duration is 2 seconds. I have the increased duration gem and about 90% increased duration from the tree. So I'm running about 5 seconds poison. It's just, the damage is insane. I'd clear better if I cared, but I'm doing standard, so I don't give a shit. you saw the build, you saw how I did against the boss. Pretty quick, not as quick as some other one-shot builds, but I took literally 0 damage from him, so that's what it is. I mean, it's hard to beat 10k EHP with another 1000 mana mitigation, over 1000 mana mitigation, and max block, and all of the regeneration that I'm sustaining. So yeah, that's the build. I'll put more stuff in the forum post. So I hope you enjoyed it, and you should definitely give it a try. The one other thing I will say that I didn't get to show off because I'm no longer in Prandis, but this build is lag proof. Since I got Cybil's Paw, I have lagged for literally 10 seconds in a Prandis pack because my computer is shit. Every Prandis pack I lag for a huge amount of time, and it just freezes completely. And what happens is because my blades are already out, and my curses are already effective, bone offering's already going, I'm all duration based, I actually always stay alive. Nothing can kill me while I have 50 blades, and there are multiple enemies in a Prandis pack. That's like, one enemy is 400 health per second, 2 enemies 800, 3 enemies 1200. There are only 6 enemies that I'm hitting in this large of an AoE. 6 enemies, and I'm getting 2,400 life back a second, plus over 500 life on block, plus life and mana leech, or energy shield and mana leech. Nothing can hurt you, plus max block. Nothing can drain you. So I've survived every Prandis pack when I've lagged forever, not been able to do anything. And I've been in a party, and people have said that my health drops below 90% sometimes, but then it jumps right back up. That, honestly, is the main reason why this build has survived. Well, actually, it's the only reason this build survived as long as it did, and it would have survived longer if I wasn't, well, an idiot. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed this build. If you want to see anything more or have any other questions, I can still run maps in standard. I just kind of wanted to show you. I've been running better than Dark Forest. Dark Forest is only a tier 8. I've been running up to tier 10s just fine. I'm only level 88. So there's a bit of room for improvement. I guess real quick I should probably show you my passive skill tree once I decide to stop lagging. I might have recorded too much on my... Oh, here it goes. Okay, so here is the skill tree. Again, I already showed you a bit of it. Oh, well. Okay, hang on 1 second. 1 second. I told you my computer is shit. How did I get a character this high of level and this good with this shitty of a computer? I mean, look at how long it takes me to load into just Highgate. This is so sad. Yeah, you should have stopped the video like 5 minutes ago. But I want to show you my passive tree quick because I didn't really go over that. So what was going on is, until recently, maybe level 84, 85, probably level 85, and until I had a decent ES chest, I actually didn't have this, and I had considerably less energy shield. I had like 1,000 energy shield before I actually invested in a shield and a helmet and a chest with ES on it. And the reason is that this build is like over 200% life with these jewels. This jewel that I unfortunately ripped with, terrible. They're all 6 or 7% life, plus the 200-ish% from the tree. If you don't want to go ES, and maybe you want to go Lightning Coil, which is totally reasonable, instead of getting these points and Ghost Reaper, just head up here, 1, 2, flip. You have this another very close Chaos Res and Life Wheel. That's pretty good for only 2 travel points. Also, the next thing you should do is I thought about using Intuitive Leap here to get the AoE and knock out this one curse node. But what you can do is my next build path, actually, that I was planning, was either to go here or here. I had to determine how much that one lightning res helped. or to knock out these points. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this AoE. And if I did this, I would probably take away these 2 points to help me get there. Because you get mana and mana regen from this, and my mana and mana regen is just fine on its own. So I'd, yeah, take out these 2 points, get that AoE. So on the tree, you just start here, and I just leveled with Blade Vortex since I possibly could. Took AoE, poison. You play this build forever. From level, what is it, 9 when you get Blade Vortex? It's quite good. Originally, okay, this is kind of pathetic. Originally I was going to dual wield Cybils, and so I went here because you get like a 500% physical damage increase, and this would be nothing compared to that, and I'd rather scale the poison and the duration. But I think in the long run, this is actually a better deal. You can run dual wield Cybils if you always have roomies up, and grab these Flask nodes, but I wouldn't. So yeah, swap these out probably. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the build. Hope you give it a try. Let me know if you want me to run more maps or have any questions, and I will see you next time.